那么个情况，这个是那个的车子打电话也不接，发信息也不回。这个车主看到他赶快把车拿走，已经是一片汪洋。
你看那是那个嘛，你的冰箱都刮石头的。那这个马上进行的。
In the heart of southern China, Hunan Province is grappling with a catastrophic flood disaster, one of the most severe to strike the region in over 70 years. Days of relentless torrential rain have caused skies to open up, unleashing a deluge that has stunned the nation. China's Ministry of Emergency Management has issued a stark warning that northern parts of the country may face even worse flooding in the coming months. The deluge in Hunan is more than a regional disaster. It is a clear and urgent reminder of the fragility of our communities in the face of extreme weather and the critical need to adapt our cities and infrastructure for a new climate reality.
哎呀，好多年不遇的一场大雨啊！把我车一个人按到了，天哪！
With more rain in the forecast, flood levels are expected to remain dangerously high. Reservoirs are still under immense pressure, and the threat of further landslides looms over mountainous areas. As one hydrologist noted with concern, what used to be a once-in-20-year flood is now happening every 3 to 5 years. The crisis in Hunan is far from over. Decades of urban sprawl have paved over natural ground, reducing the land's ability to absorb water and worsening surface runoff. Furthermore, infrastructure built decades ago is often ill-equipped to handle the intensity of today's climate-supercharged storms. Rising global temperatures mean the atmosphere can hold more moisture, leading to more intense rainfall events. This meteorological threat is compounded by man-made factors. Climate scientists and hydrologists are calling this a perfect storm of vulnerability. The early arrival of the East Asian monsoon is a clear signal of shifting weather patterns. More than 1,500 reservoirs were reported to be either overflowing or undergoing emergency discharges to prevent catastrophic failure. Key national roads were submerged, local rail lines were suspended, and access to power and clean water was severed in many rural areas. The water is more violent. The province's infrastructure is struggling to cope. I remember the 1998 floods, one elderly man told local reporters, but this is fiercer, faster. " In Sangxi County, where rainfall topped 664 millimeters, entire roads simply disappeared under the floodwaters. The speed and ferocity of the event caught many by surprise. A staggering 547,800 personnel, including 21,000 professional emergency workers, were mobilized across Hunan to reinforce dikes, monitor the volatile rivers, and, most importantly, save lives. Testimonies from the ground paint a grim picture. The evacuation efforts were massive and swift, with 163,600 people moved to safer ground. The scale of the response reflects the severity of the crisis. The human toll has been immense. By midweek, official reports indicated that over 400,000 people across 7 major regions had been directly affected. Within hours, entire neighborhoods were inundated, forcing desperate residents to climb to their rooftops to await rescue. Schools were hastily converted into emergency shelters as rescue teams launched urgent evacuations by boat. Meanwhile, the Miluo River in Pingjiang County rose an astonishing 3.7 meters above its flood warning level, a height not seen in 7 decades. These were not slow-rising floods that allowed for gradual evacuation. They were sudden, violent surges. Two of Hunan's major rivers became symbols of the disaster, making history in the process. The Lishui River, a vital artery for the province, surged more than 2 meters above its designated safe level, marking its highest peak since the devastating floods of 1998. This runoff cascaded into river systems, pushing them past their warning levels and testing the limits of aging flood defenses. The system wasn't just under strain, it was collapsing under the pressure. This immense volume of water quickly overwhelmed the natural and man-made defenses. The ground, already saturated, could not absorb anymore, triggering landslides on the province's mountainsides. The northern and western parts of Hunan, particularly cities like Zhangjiajie, Chengde, Huaihua, and the Jiangxi Tujia and Miao Autonomous Prefecture, were the first to be hit. In some of these areas, rainfall exceeded a staggering 600 millimeters, approximately 23.6 inches, in just 48 hours, an amount equivalent to nearly an entire month's average precipitation.
妈的冰箱进水完了。
The disaster was triggered by a calamitous confluence of weather events. An early and unusually powerful monsoon surge, combined with the lingering remnants of tropical storm Wiffa, created a weather system that parked itself over the region, dumping unprecedented amounts of rain.
现在水位下降了一点呢。
地下车库的水都满出来喽。
Known for its picturesque rivers and ancient towns, Hunan now finds itself submerged, with entire villages vanishing beneath muddy water, rescue boats navigating what were once bustling city streets, and historic rivers surging to record-breaking heights. This unfolding tragedy offers a stark window into a deepening climate crisis, testing the resilience of millions and the integrity of the region's infrastructure.
到处都是摩托车吧？对哦。